Hi there, congratulations on purchasing your very first atmospheric water generator from Acqua Dall Aria. Now this is our 70 litre per day unit, and in this video I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how this unit works. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to replace your filters. Now as you can see on the dial, this unit is switched off. Please ensure that anytime you work on this unit, that the plug is switched off. Now the dehumidifier, your first filter, is your air filter. You turn it around and it's easy as pushing it from the bottom and sliding the filter out. Then you can see the quality of the filter, if it needs to be replaced or not. There's a rubber on the one side and that rubber is towards the machine. Slide it back in, job done. Now the internal filters, there's a door on the front. It's just got a magnet which holds it in place. All your sediment, pre-carbon and all that filters are in here. It's a matter of twisting it out and pulling it out, replacing it with a new cartridge, screwing it back in, making sure it's nice and tight. Easy as that. Okay, so first, let's see how easy it is to dispense water from this unit. Put a cup down there. The blue is for cold water, the red is for hot water. All you need to do is press and hold and water comes out. Once you release your finger, water stops. As you can see, the hot water, you cannot dispense hot water just by pressing the button. This water gets up to 82 degrees. That's why there's a permanent child lock, and if you want to dispense hot water, all you do is you release the child lock and you're able to dispense hot water. Once you leave, water stops. Easy as that. On this unit you have a very simple and easy to read display, but let me give you an explanation of what they all mean. On the right hand side you have a bar. This gives you an indication of how full your unit is. In the middle you have rotating 4 measurements. One is RH, one is liters, one is your TDS and one is your temperature. On the left hand side, as you can see, you've got hot and cold. Now this indicates that your hot water tank is busy producing hot water, and your cold light is indicating that your cold tank is producing cold water. Now at the bottom of the display you have 3 different lights. Your blue is your cold dispensing button. Press and hold and you get water, and then you have your 2 red buttons. That is a child lock and that is your hot water dispensing unit. Now your hot and child lock works together. You need to disable child lock to be able to dispense hot water. So on the display, we have 4 different measurements that rotate. You're thinking, what does RH mean? RH is relative humidity in that exact room where your unit is working from. And then also you have the temperature, which is the ambient temperature of that same room. Now those are 2 very important factors for this unit to produce water. Our model, up to 70 litres per day. If you want to produce 70 litres per day, you need a minimum of 80% relative humidity and at least 25 degrees Celsius. The litre reading that you are getting indicates of exactly how many litres this unit produces in a 24-hour cycle. Now every 24 hours, that meter will reset. If you want to manually reset that, you can switch off the plug, switch it back on, and it resets to 0. Then also, we've got a reading that measures in TDS. Now TDS is short for total dissolved solids, which gives you the water quality that you are getting out of this machine. Anything under 300 is excellent. So at the back of this unit, there are 2 little switches. One is for the cold water and one is for the hot water. If those 2 switches are in the off position, it only means that you won't be using energy to heat up your water, and you won't be using energy to cool down your water, but you'll still be able to dispense from both buttons. And over here, this is where your dehumidifier's water pipe goes in, and these are the 2 power and communication cables that links the 2 units together. Now if you would like to move the unit to a different area in your home or wherever you are working the machine from, and you feel that the unit is not performing at optimal, it's a simple procedure. First of all, very important, always make sure that you have switched off the unit before draining the machine. Then all you do, the 2 plugs that are in there, anti-clockwise, and it comes out. Same with the other one, turn it anti-clockwise and it pops out. Now just to show you that The one has got thin pins and the one has got thick pins, so you cannot mix up the two or install it wrong. And then at the bottom of the plug there are two slots which allows you to only be able to install it in a certain way, so you cannot go wrong, right? Then also the water pipe, it's easy. There's a little nozzle there that you have to squeeze in and you unplug that. Easy as that. To put it back in again, you put it in the hole, squeeze it till it stops and give it just a little bit of a pull and it seals off the cable. Then over here you have your hot water tank drain outlet and your cold water tank drain outlet. So it's a matter of unscrewing that. There's a little rubber plug. When you pull that out, water's going to start coming out and you let it run out until it is dry. And the same with there, and then at the bottom there's another nozzle. You unscrew that, take out the rubber plug, make sure you have a bucket there, and you first drain the unit and then you are able to move it to a separate room. Just want to indicate to you that this unit has got two wheels at the back, so you're able to tilt it a little bit and wheel it in, and your dehumidifier is also on wheels, easy to move. And that's as simple as that. Now, after you've drained your dispenser and you're happy that all the water is out, the dehumidifier has got a bottom storage tank which you want to drain as well. So it's easy as you just grab your fingers on the side there and then the inside of there, give it a press and pull the unit towards you. Inside the unit there's a collection tank and you just drain all the water from that over there. Once that is drained, it's a matter of just pushing the tank back in again, slide it and clip it in, and all the water is drained and you are safe to move the unit around. If you move this unit with water, it might spill and it will cause the microsensors to go into an error code that there's a leak in the machine. Plain and simple.